Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be with all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, throughout the world, praise and gratitude we present the presence of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, so that I can be here to make video for all of you, and also for you, so that you can still watch the video that I made. Do not forget, salawat and greetings we convey to the great prophet of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. In this video, I will make a speech about how the relationship between the rapid development of technology and the decline in national morality and how to handle it. In this modern era, where technology has begun to dominate the world slowly, inseparably with Indonesia, which has also begun to follow the development of the existing era, where Indonesia has begun to practice Industry 4.0, which use technology more than human power. Yes, indeed it is a progress that needs to be supported by us as a society to make Indonesia able to compete with other developed countries. But does this not have a negative impact? Obviously, this has had a negative impact on the Indonesian population. What are the negative effects? First, there are still many Indonesian people in remote villages who are still shocked by the changing times. This makes the number of unemployment that arise due to the many jobs that were originally done manually changed to us machines. However, not all villages in Indonesia are just resigned. Some are trying to find another way out by utilizing other sector to be the source of their economy. And also, there are those who accept the development of that era by trying to bring the technology expert in the city to teach them how to operate it and even how to be directly involved in the manufacturing process. They did it so that they could advance and not be defeated by the advancement of world technology. And the second is crime rates. What does this have to do with rising crime rate with changing time? Of course, those two things are very related. If we look carefully, the emergence of crime in rural villages or cities is caused by the background of economic problems that arise due to rising unemployment in village and even cities that force them to do everything they can to meet their daily needs. Yes, not a few of them can survive by working to earn money in a lawful way, but there are also many of us who want to fulfill their daily needs in an instant way by committing crime. And then, the third and most clearly seen in Indonesian society is laziness. Well, because of the development of this technology that causes human work to be much lighter, people become lazy and complacent with this easy. Of the 3 points above, I will discuss more about the third point, laziness. I will discuss about what is caused by this laziness nature. If we can examine it deeper, this lazy nature cause many other negative impact. As the first, make Indonesian society life individualist, only selfish, not thinking of other around, getting rid of each other to achieve one's own goals without thinking about the goals or dream of others. As a result, a sense of mutual tolerance and solidarity has been lost because of this individualist nature. This is not in line with what our first President Sukarno tried to realize. He tried to unite the people of Indonesia to their respect ego for Indonesian independence. Then, the second decline in the sense of nationalism toward the state of Indonesia. Because of this feeling of laziness aroused a high sense of individualism, and then towards the stage of lost nationalism toward the state itself. The easiest is the number of young people now how decide to be abstemious rather than participate in easy things like presidential election. In addition, young people today prefer to read news about infotainment rather than reading political news. This is not caused by laziness, but also by the association of young people today who are far from the values of Pancasila, which have been painstakingly realized by our heroes who have died. Because the association is now very free and again supported by technological advance that make it easier for young people to express themselves. Not only the positive expressions that they make, but also the expression that they make and demand the national morality that also emit. Like they make writing that they shouldn't show to the public, make obscene video, and so on. Things like that cause the national morality to decline. Then the third is the most fatal that can damage the quality of human is Indonesia. In this age, many children of the nation are more concerned with gadgets rather than their duties. In fact, there are children who cry because they do not want to be separate from the gadget. Not a few also the nation children who should bring a positive change towards the nation. Instead experiencing mental disorder due to additional to online games. This laziness is related to the low level of education in Indonesia. Aside from the system being too old, the reading level of Indonesian students is also very low. According to their mindset, reading books in a library is not cool, but playing with friends, playing with the gadget, playing online game is much cooler than reading a book. Things like that are the cause of a nation not progressing significantly from the start of a high sense of individualism, which cause an increase in crime rates. Then, the emergence of a feeling of laziness, the cause of the decline of a nation and the decline in national morality. Seeing this, we must be critical to find a way out for our nation instead of being indifferent about the problem of their nation. Because Sukarno once said, a great nation is a nation that remembers the history of the nation itself. Yes, indeed we must continue to remember history, but it is not only remember, but we take care of it and we apply it because if not us, who else? Thus, I made this video thankful. Thank you for living in Indonesia.